It's Saturday, and I haven't put my ears in. There's always one thing I forget to do. It's what happens early in the morning, and you're not totally awake yet. Getting my ears on. Okay, it is Saturday. It is the weekend. We made it through the week. August is here. Yay! Have a cup of glow. Grab your morning refreshment and let's chat. Let's talk about today. What does the divine, the universe, have to tell us about the weekend? What can we find out about today? This morning, because it's the weekend, I thought I would use a little bit more playful energy. And so I grabbed my mermaid and dolphin deck. It's a Doreen Virtue deck. It's very magical, it's playful, it's elemental, it's very much water, flow, all of those things that feel good and make you feel, good inside. That's what this deck does. And so I thought, yeah, it's the weekend. We've had a long week. We've had a hot week. Lots going on. And so I thought it would be really great to bring in the mermaids and the dolphins and the elementals, the things that play with us on the weekend, especially during the summer as we're grasping for our last minute, our last hurrah. It's getting close to school time for those who have children, getting them back into school. The summer just starts winding down, and isn't it amazing? It feels like it just started. Oh my goodness. So anyway, a lot has happened this summer. Take a look and a minute and just go back over the events. Like, it's been fast and furious, but look at what's happened over the last few months. You might not have had months like this for years, or maybe what you've done in the last couple of months, maybe you have done more than you've done in a lifetime. It feels like that, doesn't it? Anyway, so let's just have today. Let's just have the weekend. Let's have Saturday, August the 4th. The card that I picked, this is so fun. Such a beautiful card. Try to get it without glare. It's two dolphins jumping up out of the water synchronistically. And the name of this card is Synchronicity. They're jumping over a bed of crystals, which is just really fun in the first place. The glow is coming up off of the crystals. It's just streaming light, and as if magically they're jumping up, and almost like those divers that do in the Olympics that do synchronistic swimming. That's kind of what this card reminds me of. It's just really cool. Anyway, what is synchronicity anyway? Let me read what the caption here says. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. Synchronicity. What is synchronicity? Synchronicity is when things just happen in alignment, thing after thing. You see one number, 3 seconds later you see the same number. 3 seconds later you see the same number. That's just one little small event. You think of someone, you've just had a conversation, you said somebody's name, out of the blue they call. That's synchronicity. It's that energy, those energies that line up, that happen right on top of each other. Let me read you this little, in the book, it gives a little informational. And normally when I do readings, I don't always read out of the book. I usually communicate intuitively with the person that I'm working with. But when we're online here, I'm just talking to who knows who. And so I'm going to read out of the book so that you can all benefit from the information. Okay. As a result of all of your prayers and manifestation work, you are now attracting synchronistic events. Those chance meetings, things that just happen out of the blue. Information that you just happen to receive, or other synchronicities that really are really answered prayers. By drawing this card, Heaven calls your attention to the synchronistic and serendipitous happenings in your life. Those are pretty fun words. They're kind of hard to say. Synchronicity and serendipitous. Those are things that are just like they sound, extraordinary, out of the ordinary. They happen in alignment. They're very magical. Events that are just happening one after another that just validates what is going on. The more that the more you notice these magical events, the more they occur for you. And this is so true. It's like the more you say thank you, the more gratitude you feel, and the more you have to be thankful for. It seems as though you can't ever pay up, you know. When you show gratitude towards something, it somehow just sends more back. It's that boomerang effect. And that's kind of what synchronistic events are like. The more that you notice them, the more you notice them, the more you notice them, the more you notice them, right? Even better, write them down in a journal as a way to stimulate more synchronicity in your life. Acknowledge that those things are happening. When you write it down, you're putting it in on paper, you're bringing it out of your mind and into reality in real form. You're creating words. And when that happens, then those words start acting as a force in and of themselves. So there you have more energy and power working in that direction, okay? You may already know that there are no coincidences or accidental occurrences. This card reflects your recent focus on positive thoughts, okay? So this is something, these things that are happening are are manifestation or outcomes of your previous positive thoughts, like a magical energy beam that can influence physical objects. I love that, like a magical energy beam. You know, if we could see our bodies and see the light that they project, we would realize that a magical energy beam is really a scientific mathematic equation of energy and what it really looks like. We don't see the energy as it moves through the electrical wires in our house. But when we flip a switch, those hidden wires that are wrapped in different colors so that we know which energy is which, direct that energy to the light socket and trigger it, triggering that socket to manifest light, to show light. This is kind of an example of what it's like on our bodies, but we can't see it. Some people can. Some people see the energy that comes off of people. I see energy that comes off of people. Some of you see that. If we could see that energy that's directed by our thoughts, if we have a thought and we direct it positively out, this goes negatively too, so be so careful of your thoughts. But manifesting out that positive thought, we may not see that beam of thought going out, but we may see, like magic, a manifestation of that thought. It is a result of the energetics of your mind, of your body, of your soul, projecting that thought into being. Okay, back to the little, I get carried away on these little tangents. Like a magical energy beam that can influence physical objects, the light goes on. Your optimism and faith are reshaping your life into a masterpiece that reflects your higher self. Okay, this is really important. Your optimism and faith. Now, this is what it's focusing on here. Your optimism and faith are reshaping your life into a masterpiece that reflects your higher self. Okay, your higher self is your soul, the best and highest part of who you are. That is what is reflecting manifestation. Your best self will reflect and create a beautiful incoming future. Remember, however, that our lower selves, our weaknesses, our shadow side, which may have some negative thought, may have some fearful thoughts, those also are manifest out and create a future. So it's super important that we're aware of what those feelings are, of what our thoughts are, because that is what we're projecting out and that is what will be coming back into us. So that is why it's talking about positive faith, optimistic ideas, because that is what you want to project a beautiful future. So let's get back to today. Notice when you're out working today, notice, focus on being positive, focus on having those positive thoughts coming in. It's super hard when things don't seem like they're going so great. And we've had a real powerful time, really powerful time. A lot of people are struggling. This is normal. The universe is not picking on you. The universe is just in motion. And sometimes we're in the line of motion. Okay, so just buckle up, put your life jacket on, get refilled. These cup of glow. This is protective. This is our protecting action. This we are setting ourselves up for a good day when we get up and meditate and pray and reflect and put those good thoughts out. As we focus them out, we project into our day. We set our day up to be exactly what we need. Then, after you've done that, after we're doing that now, notice what's happening in the day. Notice what synchronistically is in alignment with your thoughts. Are things showing up to support your thoughts? Are you setting your day up so that those things can show up? Notice them. And synchronistic events usually show up in twos or threes, okay? So notice when you have two or three events that really line up with each other like magic. And then write them down, acknowledge them, because that will bring them into your awareness and into being, and you will amazingly see stuff happening that is synchronistically and serendipitously working its way into your life. Okay, that's what this day is about, and let it run through your weekend. Have some great thoughts go out this morning, and then watch for the boomerang effect to bring them back. Cup of glow to you this morning. Fill your cup with something delightful, fill your mind with something beautiful, and then watch your day unfold. Happy day to you. See you in the morning.